Today we're going to demonstrate how to do proper Navy push-ups and proper Navy curl-ups. So you'll start in the down position for push-ups. Okay, you can see here every part of your body, your chest is touching the ground, and your hands, this is where you'll place your hands to begin doing push-ups. Your thumb can be placed underneath your shoulders. So that's how you know where to put your hands. Your hands do not have to be together when you're doing your PRT, although they might other times tell you to put them together, like in OCS, they might tell you to do that. But when you're testing, you can keep your hands spread apart, so that is usually helpful. Okay, and then we'll go to the up position. Push up. Okay, so you can see here at the heels, your heels have to be touching. They cannot be spread apart at all. Otherwise, they won't count any of your push-ups. And your body needs to maintain a plank position. That means that your back and your back, legs, and buttocks all form a single straight line. Okay, and then we'll go down. Okay, this is your down position. You can see here that your arms here are going to break 90 degrees. That is a proper down position. Otherwise, if you don't break 90, say you only come down part way, say to here, that is not a push-up. So if you only come down part way, that is not a push-up. They will not count those push-ups. Okay, so we'll go down, up, down, up. So those are proper Navy push-ups. Things not to do. If your body touches the deck at all, if you touch the deck at all with any part of your body, your face, your chest, any part, then they're going to stop your count. You won't be able to continue on. So a good way to see that you're coming all the way down is if when you're training, if somebody sticks their fist right here and you come down and you touch their fist and then you come up, that's usually the proper way to do a push-up. The other thing too, if you raise both your feet or your hands off the deck at any time, so if you come up and you raise, sorry about that, if you raise your hands or your feet off the deck at any time, they'll stop the count. And finally, if you fail to maintain a plank, if your butt comes up in the air or it sags too low, they won't count any of those push-ups and they may stop your count. So that's the proper form for Navy push-ups. For sit-ups or curl-ups, as they're called, you need two people. One person's going to hold the feet, and then the other person is obviously going to perform the curl-ups. Okay, so for the person who's holding the feet, you can guide the feet with your knees, but you cannot rest on them, and then you hold it down with your hands. You put your weight as much as you can, and to keep your partner from sliding around. The proper position, or the proper distance from your heels to your buttocks is 10 inches, and it's kind of a feel thing. That 10 inches is what they're going to say is the proper form. Then for your arms, you're going to cross your arms. Your hands have to be either on your shoulders or on your chest. Either way is acceptable. And then your hands and arms need to be crossed, and they need to be touching your chest. If they come up off your chest, if they come up off like that, they won't count those as proper curl-ups. So we'll come up. You can see here that his elbow is touching his thighs. They're not coming up all the way to the top because that would be breaking proper form. But since his elbows are touching his thighs, that's a proper curl-up. So you can go down, up, down. When you're resting, you can either rest in the up or down position, and your knees can either stay together or they can be spread apart. Either way, whichever is comfortable for you. So we'll go up, down, up, down. Okay, things not to do. While you're doing your PRT, if any of these ever happen during your PRT, they're going to stop your count. If you lower your legs during the PRT, so if your leg slides out, they're going to stop your count. If your feet come off the deck at any time, they're going to stop your count. If you lift your buttocks off the ground, or if it slides excessively, so if you're coming up and if it comes off, or if it's sliding excessively, they're not going to count those curl-ups. And finally, if you fail to keep your hands and arms touching your chest or shoulders, they'll stop the count too, again, for your curl-ups. One thing that we didn't show you for your push-up, you're going to come back around. For your push-up, for resting while you're doing your push-up, you can rest only in the up position. So here's your up position. You can show them the down position again. That's the down position. You can't rest in the down position, obviously. So you can only rest in the up position. And now you've seen how to do proper Navy curl-ups and push-ups. Booyah.
Booyah.